Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. This is going to be a reading in regard to removing blocks. If you don't feel like you have any blocks in your life, if you don't feel like anything's getting in your way, this might not be your reading. So this is going to be for the Taurus that might feel like something is blocking them from being able to go down their path the appropriate way, the way they want to, free and clear. So let's grab Tarot of Mystical Moments tarot cards, and we're going to find out for the Taurus that this reading is for. Earth sign Taurus, fixed earth energy. Let's find out what could be blocking the sign of Taurus. What could be blocking the sign of Taurus? Taurus, one more shuffle. Thank you so much for your time and your energy and your attention. It is so nice to be able to do readings for you. I love my job. First card out is what you fear. What do you fear? Knight of Pentacles. This is slow. Now, Taurus, I think you are somebody that likes to take your time, but this is like slow. So it's moving towards your goals, but it is like turtle speed. You know, there's the difference between the rabbit and the turtle. The rabbit just goes for it, and that might be too fast for your comfort. But this is Knight of Pentacles is moving towards something at a very, very slow speed. We're talking years. So this is showing up as what you're afraid of. What do you fear? And it could be having a goal, but having it take so long. Now, you're an earth sign, so you relate to physicality of things, but I don't think that you per se like to take years to get to the end goal. So let's go into this a little bit deeper. Why is Taurus stuck? If you are, why? Why are you stuck? The Fool. Major Arcana for the sign of Aries. The Fool is a non-number. It's 0. The Fool is the energy that we had before we inhabited our physical body. So it is that spirit that was there before the body was there. Not to get too deep right out of the gate, but that's literally what the Fool is. It's that energy of before I even had a body, I had a spirit, and that's what the Fool is. It's my spirit, and it's me bringing my spirit into the situation. For some reason, whatever you're dealing with right now in your life, Taurus, you feel like you're not really there. You feel like your body's there, but your spirit is somewhere else. You know, when people say that I can't make it to your party, but I'll be there in spirit. Well, Taurus, there's a party and your spirit is somewhere else. And that's why you're stuck. The Fool. Let's ask, how can you unblock yourself, Taurus? How can Taurus unblock themselves? How can Taurus unblock? 7 of Wands. This is boundaries. Clear boundaries. You know, people are going to try to break through and get in and talk to you and tell you things and share their opinions and whatever, but you've got your boundaries, and that's the bars. I don't think you're in prison. I don't think you're in jail. Maybe you are, but I feel like realistically, we're going to look at the bottom of the deck. So let's lay that there. But 7 of Wands is about boundaries and good, healthy boundaries. That's how you're going to get unstuck. If you've been feeling like you're blocked, stuck in thick mud, I like to feel that sensation of like feet in peanut butter. Like we're not going anywhere. We're definitely Knight of Pentacles. What you fear is going too slow. And why you're stuck is the Fool, because your body might be there, but your spirit is somewhere else. Your heart is left the building. What's going to get you unstuck is to have good, clear, firm boundaries. Nobody's going to be able to pull your bars apart because your boundaries are very strong and steady. That is what's going to unstick you, unblock you. At the bottom of the deck, 10 of Wands. This is underlying energy in support of this information. 10 of Wands is saying that it's the end of a painful, burdensome, physically taxing situation. The 10 of Wands, it's the end. Look at her. She has got 10,000 flowers on her back. Now, flowers are light, but when you put 10,000 of them on somebody, it's going to break their back. 10 of Wands, I'm not a doctor, but you could be experiencing actual physical back pain. And I know personally, I'm not a Taurus, but when I do too much chores, cleaning, just moving around and doing things too much, my back starts acting up. So I have to sit to relax. But the 10 of Wands, that's a good indication that you've been doing too much. The 10 of Wands is you're the person that looks like they can handle so much. And so everybody hands you things and you take it on, you take it on, you take it on. Next thing you know, you've got a garden on your back and you can't walk. So the 10 of Wands is the end of a painful, burdensome cycle. It's the end of that. In order to unstick yourself, unblock yourself, first of all, you're going to have to lay some burdens down, okay? That's first and foremost. Let's grab clarification. Let's talk first about this Knight of Pentacles. Let's ask why. Why did the Knight of Pentacles show up as the card that talks about a Taurus, what they fear? Why is the Knight of Pentacles what a Taurus fears? Knight of Swords. You want to take your time with things, but going at a snail's pace, a turtle pace, that is too slow. Knight of Swords is like the exact opposite energy. That is like going. It's also kind of runner energy. So the Knight of Pentacles is what you fear, and then we clarify with the Knight of Swords because you would rather pick up the pace a tad. The Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords clarifying, you want to have a conversation about something. You want to move towards communication. You don't want things to just be sitting. You might be feeling stuck and you might be afraid of things being on slow motion because you are ready to have a conversation. And the Knight of Pentacles is what you fear, is that it will go so slow because right now you do need to have communication about something and it can't go turtle speed. It can't. Otherwise, you'll be stuck forever. So why is the Fool here? Why is Taurus physical body in the building, but their spirit is somewhere else? That's why they're stuck. Because their spirit isn't in something. What's going on? Why is the Fool here for why Taurus is stuck? Queen of Wands. Oh boy, and it's more Aries here. You could be dealing with an Aries, but the Fool is that your body's present, but your spirit is somewhere else. That's why you're stuck. Because you need to feel passion. Taurus, you're a sensual sign. You're all about the five senses. You like to touch, taste, see, smell, and hear. And right now, your body's there, but your spirit isn't. And you need it to be. I mean, you need to be the Queen of Wands. You need to be a spiritual, passionate, touch, taste, see, smell being. You cannot just be existing in your physical body. You are a spiritual being in a physical body, and you need to have all your senses available to you. And the Queen of Wands is like the Queen of Passion. the queen of va-va-voom. I mean, they smell good, they look good, they think good thoughts. They only want to, like, they walk in the room and they have all that charisma and that attractive energy. And the Queen of Wands is they bring it to the table. But that's why you're stuck, because whatever situation we're talking about or what's going on in your life right now, you feel like you're not able to bring that true energy of yours to the table, and you feel stuck because of it. So how to get unstuck, how to get unblocked, to have good, clear, firm boundaries. Seven of Wands. Why is the Seven of Wands here? For the sign of Taurus, why is Seven of Wands here? Oh yeah, the Empress. This is your power card, Taurus. The Empress. Because you need to be, your boundaries, you're going to get unstuck by having good, clear, firm boundaries, because you always need to be giving birth to something new. You need to be creating, you need to be producing, you need to be putting things out into the world. And if you feel like, your energy is being blocked, your spirit's being held down, you've got all this burden, some energy on your back, you're going so slow, it's like crawling like a turtle. You have to be your sensual, beautiful, loving, light-filled, mothering energy. And male or female, the Empress is a goddess. It is the embodiment of all four queens. The Empress is always giving birth to something new. The Empress is Taurus and Libran energy, ruled by the planet Venus. So it's all things lovely. It's aesthetics. It's how everything looks, feels, smells, tastes, touch. It's all of we need to have all six of our senses enlivened in order to be unblocked. My boundaries are very important, but my passion and my truth and who I am at my core, that's how I'm going to unblock myself. At the bottom of this deck is the Two of Wands. And this is, wow, should I stay or should I go? Should I stay where I'm comfortable, even if I'm not I'm physically there, but not spiritually? Two of Wands is making the determination. Do I want to stay in my physical presence, or do I want to go be in my spirit, where I can be free and myself, and I can be the Empress? That seems to be the ultimate determination, is here at the bottom of the deck. The Two of Wands, I need to explore versus my comfort zone. Comfort zone could be going super slow, and I'm physically there but not spiritually there, and I've got my boundaries and I put down my burdens, but am I being my authentic, true, pure self? That's the rub. Let's grab the Priestess of Light oracle cards for the sign of Taurus, and let's get an oracle card for Taurus to give them an extra piece of information as they go about their week. Angelic assistance, divine guidance, loving support. I don't know what your belief systems are, but if you believe in angels, now is the time for you to call upon angelic assistance. Seek out divine guidance. Ask for loving support. You can't have something come into your life unless you ask. So ask. Taurus, this is your reading. Thank you for being a part of this channel. I hope that something in this message served you. Please remember to like, follow, subscribe, and share. Any comments you want to leave, always welcome. I'm on TikTok and I'm on YouTube. If you have any interest in personal private readings, the information's down below. Thank you again for being here. Thank you for your energy and your attention. Be blessed and be well. Namaste.